Have you ever wondered why the Manhattan Project was so secret, how it became so secret, and how the Russians broke into us? Well, in this video, you will find out. In December of 1941, America placed two secret facilities, but the Russian spies infiltrated Los Alamos and Oak Ridge to steal the plans for the nuclear bomb. President Truman's task was to keep the Manhattan Project secret and win the war. It was America versus Russia in this one, and secrets that changed history. In 1939, World War II started. Nazis invaded plenty of European countries, but the main countries that fought back was the UK, Soviet Union, and USA. In 1941, when the Manhattan Project was first made, Enrico Fermi and Oppenheimer worked together to make the first nuke. But Klaus Fuchs, the biggest Russian spy, tried to put a stop to this. He would send information back to Russia so they could build their own nukes. But why does any of this matter? Well, this matters because this inflicted the Cold War. This conflict sparked the Cold War because of the tension between the two countries, the nuclear arms race, and because America had what Russia wanted, they got jealous. In 1947, the Manhattan Project ended because bombs were dropped on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. When the Cold War started, U.S. spent millions on defense because they were so scared of what Russia could do, because they could send nukes just to America's doorstep. They were so frightened because of Russia. So America said that they won't send any bombs if Russia doesn't. And in 1991, at the end of the Cold War, there was a nuke agreement to not launch nukes, signed by the US and Russia and plenty of other countries. So they thought that they were friends forever, but really, are they friends? No. I think without the tension between the two countries in the Manhattan Project, this would have never happened.
But how is this historically significant? Well, the Cold War impacts were massive. First of all, there were 7 million deaths. NATO was formed. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization in 1949, there was proxy wars, countries using third parties to fight their own wars, nuclear improvements. Russia and America and plenty of other countries wanted to better and be more dominant than others. And the space race. It was Russia versus the US. First, the moon was more dominant. How did Russian spies impact this? Well, I think without Russian spies coming to the US, then this would have never happened. Next up is the Warsaw Pact. It is all the allies of Russia from the Cold War, and it's pretty much the same as NATO, but different countries. All these countries were the enemies of the US. Next is the fall of the Soviet Union. The economic struggles, the military spending, and the nationalism and independence all led to this. Existential crisis touched every country, affected everyone. This affected everyone in the world, no matter what country you lived in or no matter what continent you were on.
So thank you for listening, and I hope you learned a thing or two. Secrets that changed history forever.